Agenda item number 1 is for public comments. We have 3 requests this morning. Remind you that you have 3 minutes in which to make your comments. The first one is request is by Emily Sabo of Texarkana, Texas. Emily, would you come to the podium, please? Are you ready?
Yes.
You may begin.
November the 6th, Thursday, the Texarkana Gazette had an article. Sterling Lacey pledges to a smooth transition of the Bowie County Judge's office. When the county judge-elect, James Carlo, takes office January the 1st, 2015, I'm going to keep this newspaper. You know why. Remind you if you don't do what it says, what you said. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Glenn Johnson, Texarkana, Texas. Are you ready?
I am.
You may begin.
I was a poll watcher this last election, last Tuesday, and these are notes from that. First, all ballot boxes should be closed, sealed at the polling place with seal numbers recorded. The boxes should arrive at Central County intact. 4 boxes did not arrive intact. 2 had doors that were unsealed, 1 with the door open, another one with a seal that was broken. 2, the vote count on a ballot processing machine should never be cleared until all ballots have been processed and reports have been written. In fact, the vote count was cleared from the ballot processing machines before the ballots have been processed, before all ballots have been processed. 3, individually wrapped diskettes taken from a new box of diskettes in vendor-sealed packaging should be used in the ballot processing machines. New diskettes were not used. Previously used diskettes, claimed to have been cleared of all data, were provided for use by the election administrator, George Stiegel, according to Earl Owen, ballot machine operator. 4, only ballot processing machines and printers should be allowed in Central County. In addition to the 2 ballot processing machines and 2 printers, a diskette reader and computer were in Central County. A card reader and computer had never been in Central County in previous elections. There was no inspection of the card reader and computer to identify any pre-existing software, pre-existing data, or for attached plug-in devices. Pre-count testing was performed on the data processing machines, but there was no pre-count testing performed on the card reader and computer. 5, ballot processing machines have memory and do not require a diskette to process and store ballot information. To introduce anything other than a ballot to a ballot processing machine prior to the processing of all ballots and running of reports compromises the integrity of the count. Diskettes move back and forth between the ballot processing machine and the diskette reader/computer with each early vote box or ballot box processed. When this was done, the computer screen read, "Date modified." The same kind of activity did not take place on the processing of election day ballot boxes. 5, processed ballots should be placed in their original ballot box, sealed, and seal numbers recorded. Processed ballots with accompanying paperwork were returned to their ballot boxes. The ballot box door remained open, unattended, and unsealed the entire evening until all ballots from all boxes had been processed and reports run. Then the ballot boxes were closed, sealed, and seals recorded.
Thank you. Our third request is by John P. Welsh, Texarkana, Texas. Welsh, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may begin.
I've been here before a couple times talking about the spending in Bowie County. I have to admit, a couple weeks ago, Sammy Stone did at least defend the spending on the flu shots as like an insurance to ensure that the county employees made it to work and that they weren't sick as often. And while I understand that concern, as a business owner, if I were to do that, that's great. That's my money. As a county commissioner, for you to vote on that, that's not your money. That's my money. So I go back to y'all having a fiduciary responsibility. Now that might cost the county about $3,000. 2 weeks ago when I was here, there was a vote on an interlocal agreement with the city of New Boston. I don't care if my dog negotiated a better rate. If you've got a better rate, you need to be responsible and take the lower dollar amount. To voluntarily spend $900 a month extra is at best irresponsible and should not be done. Y'all need to really look at how y'all are spending the money. We just had to borrow $5 million. And it seems like y'all forgot that already and y'all just blank checkbook, let's spend some money, don't even worry about it. On today's agenda, there's a couple things on here. One agenda item number 7 is to look at hiring a new constable, while agenda item number 9 is to look at transferring the duties of the constable to another constable. I'm not rocket science, but I'm thinking if you transfer the duties and don't hire another person, you're probably going to save some money in the long run. So I'm hoping for a change when I speak today, that some people will be listening and be responsible with my tax dollars and look at spending less money instead of more money. Thank you.
Thank you. Our agenda item number 2 is Commissioner's Court response to public comments. My response to Mr. Johnson's presentation, do you have copies of that you can leave with the court?
I have one page that's
I'd like to see that report. Any other response to public comments?